What's up, everybody? Deceitful Fox here, bringing you guys another episode of our If My Heart Had Wings let's play, I guess. I mean, I don't know. We're not technically playing through it, but we're doing technically a walkthrough, I guess. I don't know. We're just playing. Okay. So last time we left off, we met everybody in the dorms. Spoilers, by the way, if none of you have peeped that episode yet. So, yeah. Also, I'm sorry for not uploading on Sunday or yesterday. Those 2 days I've been really sick and I wasn't able to do it. But here I am. I'm gonna bring you guys. I know I should have said it in the last episode, but I'm gonna say it now. I'm going to be uploading Sunday and Mondays today, and also I'll also upload another video as well later on today. So yeah, I hope you enjoy our uh, 3 up Tuesday. That's 3 upload Tuesday. I guess that's what I'm calling it for today. So, alright, so let's continue off where we left off. My first job as a dorm mother. That is to make breakfast for the boarders. What kind of food are we making? Sure, a big bowl, right? Damn, a big bowl? A big bowl? Damn, how much can she eat? I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I like my women who can eat. I'm pretty confident in my cooking. Until recently, I was living with my father who was ordered to transfer to the country, and every day I helped with the housework. I was in charge of preparing the meals, and it's not like I hated cooking or anything. That's one of the reasons why I accepted the job as dorm mother. So the others don't need breakfast, huh? Since just now, no one has come into the dining hall. Sometimes there would be someone walking through the hallway in front, but they seem to be sneaking around. Kaneko looked towards the hallway just as the oldest boarder, Yuka, was peeking in before swiftly dashing off. But Ke- Kefu Kefu is a co-ed school, right? That's true. I see. It seems that a guy being the dorm mother of a girls' dormitory will have his problems after all. There is a reason why I accepted the job as dorm mother at Flying Fish Manor. Not long ago, the owner janitor collapsed. It sounds like she's pretty old, and as well as straining her back, she caught a summer cold, which became aggravated. The owner soon began looking for a replacement, but it was hard to find one. Then she sought help from the real estate company where my mother works. This is one of the properties that my mother manages, and is an old acquaintance of the owner from decades ago. She nominated me for this job, but as I was planning to come back, just as I was planning to come back here. On the documents, my mother is the one responsible for this place, but she got me to carry out the responsibilities, the practical duties. In other words, the work of the dorm mother. Then that became the condition for me coming back to this town. As always, she is very crafty, and I wasn't really against the idea, so I accepted. If I'd known it was a girls' dormitory, of course, I would have refused. This place is old, a little far from the school, but the rent is cheap. Cheap is nice. Apart from the food and admin expenses, it costs next to nothing. That's why it would be a big problem for me if I couldn't stay here. And if in the worst case scenario, the boarders wouldn't be able to go to school. So for now, it seems like that everyone has accepted a guy as a dorm mother. Kanako stacked up the dishes on the counter and licked her lips in satisfaction. She had eaten it all. Not even a single grain of rice was left. To have people enjoy my cooking feels pretty good. I feel deeply relieved. I'm happy that things are going well. Ah, jeez, I better get ready for school. I would never say that. Ah. The entrance of the dormitory there was Kotori. She was dressed in her school uniform and looked like she was about to go to school. Morning, Kotori. Are you going to school? Shall we go together? Why? Well, she put it bluntly as she quickly went out the front door. I don't have any friends at school, so I was just asking. It looked like we'd had a strange misunderstanding. Wearing my new uniform, I make my way to school. I'm a dorm mother, but also a student at Keifu Academy. I mean, this is my real occupation. Today is the first day at my new school. I'm not really the shy type, but I guess I'm kind of nervous. I would say that the school I was going to before was a sport-focused all-boys school. Damn. An all-boys school? Keifu Academy, the school... What the... Why did... Okay, Cortana. Keifu, the school I'll be going to now, is an engineering school and a co-ed, and the school traditions are quite different too. As I walked the streets that led to school to group, there are more and more groups of people wearing the same uniform. This is the same area in which I lived 5 years ago. There should be a few people that I know, but most of the people I know who I recognize went on to regular schools. I wonder if the ones who chose to go to Keifu Academy remember me. Even if I only know one person, it would make a big difference. There'll be more weird misunderstandings with Miss Alul too. Oh yeah, which school do Agiha and the others go to? Hmm, who is Agiha? They're my childhood friends, and I've always them. I played with when I was a kid. There's Agiha, Mabu, Hota, Hotaru, and Anten. Out of the group, Agiha and Mabu are the same age as me, but we haven't met in 5 years and haven't really stayed in touch. We just we just about managed to exchange New Year cards, but that reminds me, in the corner of last year's New Year card, I think there was a small message about which school we were planning to go to. What did it say? A lot of things happen, or maybe I'm just lazy. Me too. Me too, my friend. But I haven't told anyone apart from Anchan that I'm coming back. To be honest, I'm not even sure how I should be if I met them. That transition though. With the ones like Agiha, she'd probably smash my face in. Holy shit! Smash my face in? Is she like the tomboy of the group? She'd say, "Why didn't you contact me?" or something. She looked and acted like a real tomboy. There we go. That explains. But when I remember the past, it makes me smile. But whoa, who's this? At the point where Toe Street leading to the school meet, there was a girl wearing a Keifu uniform, standing there looking towards me. The other girls that she was walking with asked what's up and seemed puzzled as they spoke to her. However, it seems that the girl can't hear them, and she's staring over at me. Just faintly, her eyes seemed full of surprise. She's pretty cute. To be honest, me too. Without realizing, I stopped walking and was staring at the girl. Until a few days ago, I was going to an all-boys school. The sight of a girl on the way to school in her uniform, she was pretty cute too, causing me to get palpitations. Get palpitations is perfectly reasonable. No. How does she know my name? Yes. Yes, it is. Suddenly having someone call my name is such a carefree manner made me feel a little nervous. Who is it? Who is this? There, she said my name again, and she has such a happy expression on her face. Do I know any girls as cute? Damn! Damn! So he's basically calling any of his childhood friends who were girls non-cute. He basically said ugly. No, wait. I've seen this face before. Uh-oh. When she smiles like this, and her eyes sparkle like a little kid's. Is that you? Agiha? She asked as she briskly moved closer, bringing her face right up to mine. It's definitely Agiha. She changed a lot, but if I just look at her face, there's no doubt it's her. Is it really that Agiha? Damn. What is it? What is it? Said the other girls as they gathered around in a circle. Agiha turned to face them and introduced me. Sachin replied, "No way, Aoi," as she warmly raised her voice in surprise. When we were in the 4th grade of elementary school, we were in the same class together. The girls seemed impressed by Agiha's explanation, and they looked at me with eyes full of expectation. Oh no. Nice to meet you. Aoi Minase. In front of all these girls in their uniforms, I greeted them with a stern look on my face as I tried to hide my embarrassment. Agiha laughed as she looked on with relish. I never thought I would find myself doing introductions in the street on the way to school like this, so I was totally unprepared. I'll say it again. Let me do it again. I could hear Miss Alo's words in the back of my mind. As she spoke, Agiha was moving her hands between around my head to show the difference in height between myself and her. Our bodies were making contact, but she neither didn't notice or didn't really mind. I flinched slightly, but the fact that she was so unreserved actually made me feel more comfortable. Speaking of which, you've changed too. As she said, "You think so?" She looked at herself. Yeah, you always looked like a boy, so I was surprised to see that you became a girl. I don't know if I should laugh or cringe at this. Those are my honest thoughts, but I said them in a way that sounded weird. I thought she might find it slightly charming, but Agiha laughed happily and did a little turn on the spot. The force of her spin made her skirt float around gently. Yeah, it's like you're not really Agiha. Well, dazed and not really thinking, those thoughts just kinda slipped out. Agiha, oh, Agiha was pleased and did high fives with her friends. Seeing her in high spirits like that was just like old times. Agiha, my best friend during my childhood, hadn't changed in the 5 years that had passed. Her appearance was surprising, though. Mm. The lessons on my first day at my new school flew by in the blink of an eye. Between the language and social study lessons taught in regular schools, there were those from a specialist curriculum. I was still in the second grade, so there aren't that many, but it looks like when you go into the third and fourth grades, the number of these specialist lessons increases. By the way, this is a 5-year school. Oh shit. That's why when walking the hallways, this kind of thing happens. Hey, she's pretty. Coming from an all-boys school with its sad customs, I couldn't help my eyes from following the girls as I walked past them. No, that's not it. I just thought that they looked really grown up, that's all. At our age, a gap of 3 or 4 years is pretty big. The students in the upper grades looked very mature. Ooh. Huh? Why is that? Without thinking, I really took an interest in that, and Akiha looked at me as if she wanted to call me a pervert. I'd heard about that before I transferred. They increased the number of courses for girls and asked famous designers to make designs for the new building. Why is my hand so sticky? It had been said, has been said, thanks to that, the ratio of boys and girls is about 50-50, which is one of the selling points of the school. Bearing this in mind, I felt uneasy about choosing this school as the one I would transfer to, but I'd like people to think that it can't be helped because I'm from a all boys school. By the way, it's now lunchtime. Agiha is in the middle of giving me a guided tour of the school building. Yeah, but this is this really is an amazing school. The school itself is pretty old, due to it being a special kind of school. Of course, it's famous in the local area. I've known about it too since I was a little kid. The school behind the school building has been rebuilt over the last few years, with the renovations divided into several stages, the last of which was completed just 1 year ago. It's said that is because of the famous designers. Design uses many curved lines, so the appearance is far more removed from the from what that generally associated with the word school. It felt like I had entered some kind of sci-fi setting. Disabled access? That's right. Miss Olul, I mean Kotori, should be somewhere in the school. Have I? Agiha as Agiha, as she walked by my side, was happily murmuring as the look as the looked on my face at my face. As she looked at my face? I think it was a she, but I think okay, whatever. Okay. Yeah, same to you. I'm an idiot. If she knew that when we met on the way to school, school earlier, I thought she's pretty cute. She never let it go, so I better keep quiet. You heard it from Anchan? Anchan, why? What'd you tell her? By the way, I'm in the same class as Agiha. She knew that I might be coming as a transfer student, which is why she wasn't that surprised by our chance meeting this morning. So, sorry. The reason why we call him Anchan isn't because he's like an older brother. Because isn't because he's is it isn't because he's like an older brother type. Aniki or An, older guy like a brother. He was our childhood friend, but he was much older than us, as we nicknamed him Anchan. He's not related by blood, but he's just like a real big brother. Agiha glared at me and said, "Geez," as I tried to laugh it off. Whoa, that name for that move? What? She wouldn't really love. She wouldn't really have hit me. As we talked, we went back to the classroom. The classrooms weren't exactly normal either. I felt a little uneasy taking lessons here, but maybe I'll get used to it sometime soon. By the way, there's a girl in a wheelchair in in the school, right? Miss Alul? No, I mean, she's called Kotori Habane? I asked Agiha as we returned to our seats. I didn't ask what grade she was in, but even if it's not the same, I thought Agiha would at least be aware of her. Agiha reacted like she was being evasive. It wasn't just Agiha, but the other people sitting nearby who heard our conversation also seemed kind of awkward. Question mark. After Agiha said that, someone added, "You mean today either? Don't you?" The way she said that seemed quite harsh. Excuse me. That can't be. I mean, I thought about explaining that she had left the dormitory this morning in her uniform, but I held my tongue. The atmosphere was kind of strange. Not feeling well? Hmm. Yesterday she had went out to Windmill Hill, and then later she was chasing that duck around the halls of the dormitory. And this morning she left wearing her uniform. Is she skipping school? However, more worrying than what Kotori is up to is the reaction of the others in the class when they heard us talking about her. Even Agiha looked like she had something she wanted to say, but couldn't. But I don't really know what the situation is, so I can't really say anything. Who the hell is Yamamoto? As the awkwardness started to fade, an optimistic voice called out. From the entrance of the classroom, a carefree-looking guy poked his head and started speaking to a boy in our class. Mabo. This guy is known as Mabo, came into the classroom. Agia and I both looked blankly at him for a moment. Long time no see, Mabo. Why is this transfer student being so buddy-buddy with me? His face seemed to say. It's me. Have you forgotten me? I love, to be honest, Mabu's voice is funny too. I love it. I looked at Agiha and she, Nia? Why does it say, why did they say Nia? She wanted to surprise him, so it seemed like she, intentionally, didn't tell him. This slightly superficial guy is Matsusuga Tasaki, or Mabu as we call him. He's our childhood friend. You seem well, Mabu. Mabo, you've grown pretty big. Ma- Matsusuga used to be really small, but now he was about the same size as me. It's not quite like the change in Agiha, but in the 5 years that have passed since we were kids, it looked like he's grown to about twice the size. We grabbed each other by the right hand. This was instead this was instead of a small quiet greeting. Yeah, I'm back, Mabu. Mabo. Yo, he's so cheery, I love it. This time, BAM! He gave me a full on hug. Hey, hey! We were the only ones who thought so, whereas all the girls around us were totally freaked out. What? Ow! Ow! Ow, my trainer! Mabu suddenly backed off and thrust his finger at the end of my nose. What is this all of a sudden? I'm sorry, but it's not my fault that I had to move away. If you want to complain, say it to my dad. I thought about writing a letter, but I felt kind of embarrassed. For the most part, the fact that there was no contact was both our faults. I love the voice actor for him with saliva flying out of his mouth. Oh, imagine someone like spitting out saliva at you as he emphasized his words. But bleh. Mabu forgot all about borrowing the English dictionary, and he stormed out of the classroom. It wasn't just us, but everyone in the classroom was shocked. I think that was the correct decision. I want to say thank you. Even so, he did seem pretty really upset about it. Don't say it like that. It sounds weird. While we carried on talking, the bell to mark the end of lunchtime sounded. Everyone put away their lunchboxes and got ready for the next lesson. Agiha went back to her seat. She stopped halfway, then walked back. What's up? Alia seemed concerned about those around us and lowered her voice. Well, the truth is, my mom asked me to be the dorm mother of a student dormitory. I lowered my voice so that those around us couldn't hear. Kotori is boarding there. My mom asked me to take good care of Kotori. Even if she hadn't, I'd be worried about her anyway. As she listened to my explanation, Agiha thought it over. Her expression darkened somehow. It looked as if she was saying, I can't believe she doesn't enjoy school. You seem to enjoy it. I guess. It's still my first day at a new school, but I was enjoying it quite a lot too. Whether or not she was convinced by my story, Agiha mumbled something or other as she returned to her seat. Well, I think I'm going to end it off here, guys. If you guys did enjoy this episode, please leave a like down below if you want to. Also, if you want to, hit that subscribe button to see when we upload next. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!